Good morning, beer tubers. It's Tuesday the 13th here on Madeira in Portugal. And we're doing an island tour today. So it's something different than a beer review video. We're going to do a tour of the island. It's about 9 o'clock right now. And we're going to go around and see a lot of the local sites, try a lot of the great local cuisine. I'm standing here in the balcony of my hotel room. And I think this will be a great day. We're having a tour from a local, from Joao, one of my subscribers. So thanks a ton to Joao for doing this. I think we should just get going now and go get some breakfast at a local cafe. So in Funchal, in the capital here on Madeira. So see you guys in a bit for a cool island tour of Madeira. Okay, good morning, beer tubers. Now we're actually having our first real Madeiran breakfast. This is a shot of espresso coffee with a cinnamon stick and brown sugar. This is how you eat it here, or drink it here, as you can see there. Martin, my sister's boyfriend. And then we're having this local pastry, which is called pastel de nata, which is like a cream-filled pastry that you sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar. That's how it looks. This will be pretty fun. Quite different for the breakfast we're used to, but let's give it a go. Okay, so let's try some traditional Madeiran breakfast. I already forgot the name of this pastry. Do you guys remember? It's the language is a bit difficult, but I'll of course put it in the video. But let's try this cream-filled pastry. Oh. It's really nice. Wow, it's flaky though. It's super crispy and flaky. I can see my sister's boyfriend Martin is saying that it tastes similar to rice porridge from Denmark because the filling has like a milky consistency, and then you sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar. I think that's why you get it. But otherwise, it's very nice, very filling, very hefty pastry. Usually, I'm not like the guy who's into a lot of sweets, especially for breakfast. But we're trying everything the Madeiran way today. So also the coffee is different. And it's called pica, I think. That's how we pronounce it. They don't call it espresso as you do in Italy. And you get it served with a little cinnamon stick and brown sugar. That's really nice. Really rich coffee. I don't really taste the cinnamon though. But I think it needs to soak in there for a bit longer. But this is a very nice, light, sweet breakfast, if you can say it like that. The place we're at is called Q Delta Instruments. It's in a mall in Madeira, the Via Mall, I think it's called. And this is the place that Joao recommended for traditional Madeiran breakfast, because apparently in a lot of these places, this pastry will be very soggy. But here, it certainly isn't. But pretty tasty stuff. Okay guys, now we're trying malasada, which is another local breakfast item. It's specially made for the carnival here, and we're lucky that we're here during the carnival week, so there's a lot of stuff going on Madeira. But this is a deep-fried pastry with sugarcane molasses on top. And apparently people are saying, oh, my sister and her boyfriend, that it's saying that it tastes like Danish æbleskewer, just deep-fried. Oh, similar. Oh, that's really nice. Really soft and moist. The molasses gives off a slight licorice flavor to it. Like almost like licorice, I think. It reminds me of when you use muscovado sugar as well. In brewing, actually. It's a similar flavor, but it's really good. I actually really like this a lot. Very greasy, but really nice. So this is another breakfast pastry here that you have for breakfast. This is queixada. Just checking if I pronounce it right. So it's a cream cheese, cream-filled pastry. Joao's least favorite of the breakfast items, but we're going to try it anyways. And it's with passion fruit, and his wife's favorite. But it's with passion fruit inside. So this will be fun to try. Oh, really passion fruity. I can see the consistency might be a bit weird for some because it's like almost like dough or something like that. It's very sticky. But I really like the passion fruit flavor. That's one thing here on Madeira. Passion fruit game on point. It's really nice. But so far I still think malasada is my favorite. But that was a very nice little breakfast here, guys. What are we going to see next? Nuns Valley. So stay tuned for that. Oh. And then you have seeds of passion fruit in there. It's really nice. So stay tuned for Nuns Valley. Oh. So before we were leaving, there's this local chocolatier here, and we couldn't help ourselves to go and get some chocolates to bring home. The main brand is called Joao Cacao, and this place is called Chocolatin, or is the Chocolatin. So we got a mix pack here of 10 different chocolates with artisanally made chocolate with local Madeiran flavors, which is really cool. But we also got some ice cream because we had some samples of the ice cream. The lady at the store was very nice enough to give us some sample of some ice cream with local tropical fruit. And I'm such a big fan of tropical fruit, so this is... Yeah, I already had a taste of one of them, but let's go here. This is with maracuja, aka passion fruit. I'm usually not into sweets, but ice cream is just something that I love. And this is just so good. Pure sour tropical passion fruit flavor. It is really good. And it's really funny because there's so many different flavors here. The other one we have is pink guava. And I don't think I've ever had guava in ice cream before. I've never even ever actually had the fruit. I've only had it in like drinks and stuff. That's also really nice. It's reminding me of having guava in other things, like in chocolate and stuff like that. It's not as sweet. Well, it's got some sweetness, but it's not like the passion fruit is just stand out for me because that's sour tropical passion fruit. But the guava is also really nice with that like pink guava flavor. And the last one, the cherry, is called a pitania. So this is a specific cherry. I think it's local to here, and it almost looks like little chili peppers. It looks a bit crazy. Yeah. But this is Joao's favorite. That's really good. It's almost like cherry, but also mixed berries. Like, it's not like the same as you think with European, like dark sour cherries and stuff like that. It's like an interesting combination of sour tart, almost like a tropical cherry flavor, if you can say it like that. Ice cream for breakfast. What awesome breakfast food. It's really good. My favorite is passion fruit, then the cherry, and then the pink guava. This is really nice. Thanks a ton so far, Joao. This has been really fun just for the breakfast, so we're really looking forward to the rest of the day to try some awesome local flavors. Yeah. Cheers, guys. What a view, guys. I hope you can see, kind of capture some of this. This is crazy. Look at all that scenery. Wow. So this is on the way to go up to the mountain passes. And nearby here is the Madeiran Valley of the Nuns, which is one of the places that we're going to visit today on this trip. We're having some few quick stops on the way just to check out the scenery here. But wow, the difference in terrain here is just so vastly different. It's really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to go around and see all this stuff. This is great. And in the Valley of the Nuns, that's actually where I think Joao lived there for a while. You lived in the Valley of the Nuns for 25 years. And that is also where the Ginja wine is from, which is the cherry wine they drink here, the fortified cherry wine, which we had a sip of homemade that Joao brought one of the days here, which is really good. And I actually have a bottle to bring home to probably do a proper video of. But wow, Just look at that. That is amazing.
Ilha do Cerrado, one of the higher viewpoints of Madeira, and would you look at that, guys? This is crazy. Just look at the mountains over here. I don't know how well you can see it. Like the fog is crazy, but the fog is just laying on the mountains. It looks pretty freaking spectacular. It's just hard to see the top because it's so foggy. Look, like the fog is right behind us. That's crazy. So that down there, guys, is Nuns Valley. It's a bit hard to capture it because of all the fog, but wow, this is a spectacular view.
Okay guys, so right now we're in the Valley of the Nuns here on Madeira. What they're known for here is a traditional drink called Gija, which is like a fortified cherry wine. Sometimes they make it with cinnamon, sometimes not. It's usually aged in oak barrels, and I actually got a bottle from Joao to take home, a homemade one, which will be really fun to try. But this is the traditional stuff you drink here, and this is the traditional Gija. We had one at the hotel, which was not that good because it was tasting more like syrup and it was sugary. So one of these kind of big product ones. But this is made locally right here in the Valley of the Nuns with the great view of the valley behind us. The lighting isn't the greatest at the moment, but it's a bit hard to get it all in with the sunlight here. But let's have a smell and taste of the proper Gija in the Valley of the Nuns. And apparently the tour guide said that they call this the blood of the nuns. That's not true, or what? Or is that true?
Yeah, it's like marketing name.
It's marketing. So now you know. It's called Gija. Oh, it smells really nice. Like very deep cherry aroma. That's really nice. Very almondy, actually, as well. Like sweet, sweet, sweet cherry. It's almost reminding me of having Madeira wine, but made with cherries.
Yeah.
Instead of grapes. It's really nice. Also vanilla and oak flavors. It's a good little morning aperitivo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. So this is something. When do you drink this locally? In the like as an aperitivo or dessert or?
Yeah, after dinner.
Nice, nice. Getting to try all the local things. It's really awesome. Thanks so much, Joao. Or Joao. I'm kind of getting it now. Okay, so we also got some local Madeiran sweets. This is like some hard candies that you eat here with different flavors. It's eucalyptus and what else? Yeah, local flavors. Well, I think the eucalyptus is this. Yeah, eucalyptus hard-sucking candy. But not as sweet as some of the things here. Because one of the things I noticed with Madeira, a lot of the food here is quite sweet. It's tasty. A nice little snack. Actually, hard candy, sugary snack. But where were we going next? I think we're going up to the mountain pass. And then we're going to shoot a beer review separate from this vlog of a very special beer. Reviewed in a pretty cool place. Something you won't be expecting to find in Madeira, at least. But it's very nice, this little village, the Valley of the Nuns. Very nice people here as well. We had a bit of a chat with the locals, very, very friendly. Offering samples, of course, of the local Gija and liqueurs. Okay guys, so we're trying another local drink now. We're in the Camarada Lobor. The pronunciations are quite hard for us Danes. This is the local fisherman's village. It's become quite touristy, but this is where Bosha and Nikita, some of the local cocktails, traditional cocktails and drinks, they originate from. We're gonna have Ponta at another place because apparently it's quite shitty here. Joao can see it just by looking at it, so that's awesome. But we're gonna try it. He says it's kind of a girly drink. So this is Nikita. This is ice cream, beer, pineapple chunks, and pineapple juice. Sounds like a milkshake with beer, and it's vanilla ice cream, and that's what we have here. Looks like a milkshake. Let's try it. That's quite nice, even though it's quite girly. Really rich vanilla ice cream flavor with sweet pineapple. You actually also taste the beer a little bit, not like crazy, but a beer cocktail. Marianne, this is something you're gonna really like. It's very tasty, very refreshing, and not as sweet as some of the other cocktails we've had here. Very nice. This is also a nice little village, but it's funny because when we were up in the mountains, you see such a difference. Here is mostly tourists walking around. Where we were in the mountains, it was mostly locals. But it's very nice here. Now the sun came out, so we're really enjoying the weather. After this drink, I think we're going to what? Cappuccino. And then also probably have some lunch. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so now we're out for lunch. We're at restaurant Santo Antonio, which is one of the places that you can get very well made traditional espetada. And this is we're getting the variant which is on laurel skewers. So they have like these laurel trees where they're also, it says laurel in the menu, I think it's actually bay leaf. Or this laurel trees, and then I guess it's bay leaf that grows on it. You use it a lot in the cooking here, but actually not a lot of restaurants use the laurel sticks for grilling the meat anymore because it's been preserved. They have forest or something, so they use it too much. So we're actually going to try, this is one of the few places that serves the authentic espetada, so we're going to try the authentic one. And this is the garlic bread here that we get as a starter, pollo de caco. Which is like a garlic bread made here in the city, grilled over the fire as well, over the charcoal. Very nice and very garlicky and very moist. That's really good. Is it parsley on it too?
Yeah.
It's very nice. Okay, so we finally got the espetada, the traditional espetada, on these huge laurel sticks or branches. And it looks amazing. It's covered in garlic and salt. We ordered it rare, medium rare, and it looks really good. Okay, let's try proper authentic espetada. That is so good. The meat is so juicy and tender. What kind of meat is it? Do you know?
Filet.
Wow, filet. It is so juicy, tender, and garlicky. If you like steak, you'll love this. Wow. That is amazing. That is really, really good. It is like you don't even have to chew, really. It's firm, but so moist and juicy, but like almost like buttery texture. It's really nice. It has a bit of firmness, but so moist, so juicy. That is a really nice cut of steak. And then you have it with these. So this is like a corn fritter. They boil the corn in kind of like a paste, cabbage, and then they dry it and form it out, and they cut it into cubes and deep fry it. Let's try this. Oh, that's really nice too. It tastes like corn. Corn, and it's very buttery as well. Is it fried in butter or deep fried?
Yeah.
It's got this buttery corn flavor and a bit of garlic. Everything is like garlic flavor. There's even garlic on the chips as well, or the fries. Yeah, you get like this aromatic kind of like bay leafy flavor with the garlic on the meat because of the sticks, which is really good. Oh, that is really nice meat. It's one of the national dishes here. The other one being espada. So when you order it, you have to be a bit careful so you don't get because espada, it's almost the same.
Yeah.
But espada or espadada here is amazing and a huge recommendation for me. This is really good. And then it comes with a salad as well, which I think is it's a plain salad with olive oil.
Yeah. The ingredients are really fresh.
But really fresh local ingredients. Give some freshness to contrast all that super garlicky meat, but I think there's a bit of a vinegar sauce on the salad, which is quite nice.
Yeah, well, probably white vinegar.
Yeah, it gives a nice freshness to the crisp and everything on the crunch of the vegetables, and a nice contrast to all the like rich meaty flavors. But man, espadada meat is freaking amazing. Now guys, I have a perfect piece to share with you. This has got a really nice grilled fat cap. And we had couple of pieces during this lunch with the fat cap on it. And the fat cap really absorbs the flavor of the garlic and the bay leaf. And then that charcoal flavor from the freshly grilled meat over there, like on the meat station. If you saw they use wood to cook the meat, you really taste that on the fat caps there. It's really good. And it's also perfectly seasoned. You don't need salt or anything at all for this. Wow. If you're a steak lover, this is something you have to come and try. I mean, this is just so good and perfectly cooked. And I really like how much garlic they use in this. Everything pretty much on the table is so garlicky. So if you're a fan of garlic, this is also a must. And the freshness and pure flavor of the ingredients, for example, in the salad, the homemade fries, and everything, it's just everything takes everything to a higher level. This is really, really nice, high quality stuff. And a little off the beaten path place to go to, but it's certainly worth it if you want to try espadada as it's made traditionally, and not in one of the tourist traps, which we passed a few today. But wow, amazing by the food. And to finish off the meal, we're having a digestivo, which is just to help you, digest all the food and all the fatty food. And this is an aguardiente, which is the local rum they make here, but this is kind of like a reserva version, so it's been aged for longer. We're not entirely sure if this one is made with spices, but sometimes they are. They're kind of like other digestives around the world, made with spices and everything. Very strong. Let's check it out, see if I like it. Whoa, that is quite strong, but it smells very nice. It's almost got, Martin, my sister's boyfriend, said Madeira wine. It's got a like fortified, crazy, intense Madeira wine. It's almost like smelling like a Madeira wine turned into a brandy or something, or Madeira wine mixed with the aguardiente, the rum. So you get that sugarcane aroma. It smells really nice. Much smoother than I expected. It has a very warming spice on the aftertaste, but very much like Madeira wine, like a fortified Madeira wine crossed with aguardiente. It feels really soothing as well after the big meal. It kind of like just sits on top, almost like pushes everything down, all the fatty food. But wow, that was an amazing meal. Thanks so much for the recommendation, Joao. This was fun. Yeah. That was an amazing meal, guys. Really full now after all that meat. Very good prices as well. At least for us being from Denmark. Prices we're used to are a lot higher, but such high quality meat. All the food just complemented each other really, really well. The staff was really, really friendly. They let us film there. I know a lot of people don't like filming in the restaurants, but they didn't mind, so that was really nice. And just overall quality was super high. Many locals there, really, so I think this is one of the places you really want to visit as well if you want to try proper espadada made the real way here on Madeira. So Santo Antonio. Check it out. It's off the beaten path, but definitely worth a visit if you come to the island. So now we're going to carry on and go to another viewpoint and drink an amazing beer that's going to be in a separate video. But cheers, guys.
this, guys, is Pico de Aéreo. It's the highest peak in Madeira. And as you see, foggy like crazy, and there's snow up here. And actually, we wanted to shoot the special review of a beer here, but it's gonna be another place because you can't see anything. Enter the fog, dog. This would have been an appropriate place to review a monkish beer, one of the foggy beers. Because this is foggy as all hell. Guys, this is the Vereda da Ponta, pronouncing the São Lourenço. So São Lourenço, this is one of the westernmost points of Madeira. And we're going on a bit of a hike. I'm not going to record most of this because my new Steadicam, I haven't gotten that to work completely yet. So we're going to go to the tip and I want to try and shoot some nice footage here on the way. So we're going on a bit of a hike now.
One thing to take away from this, guys, for sure, is how vastly different the landscape is. It's a little bit shaky now, the camera, but wow, just around here, just look at this. I mean, this looks like I'm on an episode of Game of Thrones or something with all the, like, you know, the island thingy look here. I mean, island thingy look, what was that? But all the rocks and the crevices, and look down there. I mean, this is so beautiful. It's amazing, the fauna and flora and everything here. It's just it's so vastly different, going from lush forest to barren areas like this, and wow, mountains. It's crazy. What? Okay, guys, so we're out for dinner now, and we're at Taverna de Petisco, a restaurant in Santa Cruz, here in Madeira. This is a great place to get like shared dishes, so you get a lot of different dishes and you share them. We have to wait a bit right now for food, so we got something that is also very traditional for the island, which is Poncha. People would probably say if they're not from here. This is a local cocktail. Or mixed drink, or whatever you say. It's like the regional specialty, and you get it with peanuts and this bean that's been in a brine with like garlic and like a really nice kind of bar snack. And the drink itself has the local aguardiente rum, and then fresh orange juice, usually also lime or orange peel at the bottom. Then it has a sugar, depending on what part you go to, a different sugar, and honey. And I already had a couple of these, but this is the first one today, so let's try it. They thought I said the third, not the first. The flavors are much more balanced in the place we went to the first day, me and Joao. But this is also still nice. It tastes like a poncha. Lots of orange. That's poncha. I'm so bad at Portuguese. But the flavors are really nice that are there. It's that very nice sweet orange flavor, and you get a nice warming from the aguardiente, the rum, and then also a bit like a good kick of sweetness. But the other one had a bit more balance because it had a bit more of the rum, I think, so it didn't seem as sweet. This seems a lot sweeter, but it's still really nice. And you all know peanuts, but this is one of the bar snacks. These little beans, and they're really good. You bite it and you squeeze it out in your mouth, and then you get a really nice garlicky bean as a snack. Well, this is nice. A nice little aperitif before dinner. So last time we had an digestif, and now we have an aperitif. But looking forward to the food soon. So cheers, and let's have a little bit of a pre-dinner drink. So guys, we got the food at Taverna do Francisco. I'm kind of butchering a bit, but I'm really looking forward to trying this now. As you see, the spread of seafood we have in front of us. Camera's very close to my face, but that's how we're gonna make do right now. So this will be fun to try. So I really want to try this first. So this is limpets, and this is a local seafood. They're very similar to blue mussels, as far as I can gather, or clams, and they're cooked in garlic butter, or cooked with butter, garlic, parsley, and then on top they put lemon juice. So let's try it. And it's fresh seafood here, right from the ocean outside. Like they almost sold out of this dish too, which is lucky we got it. Let's try it. Oh, that is really good.
You gotta get the ones with the chunks on. Yeah. Those are really
Wow, that is really buttery. A little bit more chewy in texture than a regular mussel, but super fresh seafood flavor. Loads of garlic, and then that really nice, buttery flavor with the fresh seafood, and a little bit of hint of parsley and lemon. That's really good. Next dish is shrimp. What's the sauce for the shrimp? Okay, so spicy tomato sauce. Let's try it. Oh, that's a really nice shrimp. Super moist in texture. Oh, that's really nice. Slightly spicy tomatoey sauce, but it's also quite buttery. You put butter and everything. I love that. With a sip of white wine, not beer. Pairs quite well. Cheers. Salud. Salud. Yeah, this is great. Super fresh seafood. Amazing flavors. I think, like with these limpets, you really need to find one with a nice bit of chunks, like this one. A nice bit of sauce, and then
It's almost like there's so much garlic on it that it gets spicy as well.
yeah, and the sauce just drips all over my beard. But it's really good. Wow. It's like if you're into garlic flavors, you'll love the limpets. But if you're into more kind of like spicy tomatoey and flavors, you're more into shrimp. The texture is a bit different. Like this is a bit more chewy, not super chewy, but it tastes similar, just something like a cross between almost like shrimp, clam, and blue mussel. But it's a shrimp, you guys know that. But the limpets, those are great. So we're gonna feast on this now, with of course also some of the signature garlic bread. If I can get a piece off. Borre de caco.
Try
Dipping into the sauce. That's really good. This is a great place if you're into seafood. Wow. We're going to polish some of these off now, and then we're going to have even more. Okay, so we got two new main dishes. Or these are like the entrees, the other ones were starters. We have some grilled beef and we have some grilled tuna. I think the beef looks like it's a bit similar, like it's just in a sauce, but it's got some bay leaf and stuff on top as well. So I think it's maybe a bit similar to espetada in terms of flavor.
No.
It isn't at all? Okay, it's what I thought when I saw it. But the other one is tuna that's grilled and it's cooked in this sauce based on white wine and vinegar. And I think we should go for the tuna first here.
It's way too good.
Let's get a chunk off here. And it also comes with fries, which I think is just a general thing here on Madeira. And like these fritters, I completely abbreviated. There we go. Corn fritters and potato chips. Let's try it. Or French fries. That sauce is sick. Wow. That is some of the freshest tuna I've ever tasted, I think. It's almost tasting like pork. Wow, that sauce is amazing. It's super flaky tuna. It's like cooked completely, not like you'd get in sushi and stuff where it's still red, but it's cooked completely, and then it is like super rich. Is there garlic in there as well? Yeah. Always garlic, but I love it. It's like garlicky, a little bit tangy, not sour, but wow, this is really good. Oh yeah. The food here is awesome. So the meat, do you know the sauce of the meat?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Madeiran meat sauce. Beef stock?
And pepper, salt.
Pepper, salt, okay. Let's try the meat. Ooh, that's quite nice. It almost has a bit of a mushroomy flavor or something. It's very nice, very umami forward. But the tuna is amazing. I want to try and dip one of these corn fritters into the sauce.
I think I like the
Tuna sauce.
better here than the last place.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're also more garlicky, the corn fritters here. And they're so good in the sauce. They just absorb it. It works like a mop, just absorbing all that gorgeous sauce. That is amazing. Oh man. The food here on Madeira, or at least here in this specific restaurant, is really good. And the stuff we've had today has been amazing. Wow. That's some of the best tuna I think I've had like it.
I don't think I have any.
That is
anything better
crazy.
Ever.
That is crazy. It's so pure and fresh, no fishy flavor, pure meaty tuna, and then that nice tangy sauce. Let's mange. Okay, guys, a little bit of a shaky cam walking out of the restaurant here. Wow, what an amazing meal. That was so good. That's one of the best seafood I've had in a long time. Like a lot of places locally where I'm from, when you go out to eat, it's very expensive to get fresh seafood. Many of the places that are affordable here in Denmark, where I'm from, it's quite pricey to get the fresh stuff. So it's frozen. But here, fresh seafood, and we paid a total of, I think it was close to 50 euros for 4 people. Where I'm from, again, Denmark, that is insanely cheap for fresh seafood, and the flavors were amazing. That tuna dish in sauce, that was just marvelous. That was great. So we're gonna finish off the night now by going to one of the places that makes some of the best poncha, according to Joao. And we're gonna finish with a poncha, try some of the last varieties we're missing to try, and a local drink called Ghost Feet. But man, Joao, thanks so much for showing this place. That was great. It's great to go with a local, seeing the awesome sights and trying the great local food. Wow, that was a great experience. Must visit if you're on Madeira. Okay guys, so we're having a poncha tasting now at Vinho do André. This is Joao's favorite place for poncha. We went here once already, one of the first days here, and it was really good. So we're actually having the entire variety of poncha here. He thinks they make it perfectly. So we have the orange, we have the fisherman's version, which is pure lemon, we have the tangerine, and we have the passion fruit. So I think this is the regular, right?
Nope, that's tangerine.
That's tangerine. Let's go for the orange. This is the one I already had. Compared to the ones we had at the other place, these are a bit more well balanced. Wow.
Wow. I'll keep this one to myself.
Yeah, these are much better because they're not that sweet. The others were very sweet. This is more balanced. You get the flavor of the rum, but you also get the flavor of the rum and the orange and everything, and fresh orange juice. That's the classic. That's really nice. We only had the classic and tangerine, but this is the fisherman's. So it's called the fisherman because this is what the fisherman would drink here, and it's a lot stronger because you don't sweeten it as much, and it's just lemon, so it's no juice in here either, right?
No juice, no honey.
So this is just pure aguardiente rum and lemon. Let's try it.
Look forward
First
to that
time.
one.
Wow, surprisingly nice. Super sour and refreshing. It's almost like lemonade. That is actually really good.
Yeah.
But you can feel that it's warming a bit more as well. But it's very nice. So maybe the tangerine. Yeah. Wow. Sharp sour. Which one is the tangerine then?
So you're mixing them all together.
This is probably tangerine, right?
No.
That is.
Yeah. Now it's back in order.
It looks like New England IPA that we're drinking. Oh, so this is tangerine, supposed to be a bit sweeter than the orange. Yeah, a milder, more round citrus flavor, but it's really nice. But I still think the classic orange and fisherman I prefer over tangerine. But now comes to the passion fruit. I love passion fruit, so I have a feeling I might like this one the most.
It's fucking good.
Martin likes it a lot. Let's try it. Passion fruit poncha. Okay, that is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so passion fruity. But what I like about them is it's not all fruit juice. You really taste the spirit base as well. And it's not sickeningly sweet. So if in order, I'd say my favorite is probably a toss-up between probably the original actually. Then passion fruit, then fisherman, and then the least favorite is the tangerine. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I think actually I would say passion fruit number 1, and then fisherman's, then classic, and then tangerine.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's really fun, and now we get to try the proper pochak. So it's been a quite long but amazing day. This is a great way to finish it off.
Yeah.
So, saúde, as you say here in Portugal. Cheers.
Hey,